Greetings, Islam, peace and love to all. Just want to add a couple things that I forgot to mention during the first video to my European brothers and sisters that keep thinking they're white. uh, One thing that I think it's coming out in the open more is the subversive racism. It's the comments towards so-called black people about basically listen to the police, you won't get shot. To me it sounds like bow down to massa, but I mean that's just me. It sounds kind of fucked up, but it's what it sounds like to me. I don't always hear things for what they sound like. I hear things for what they mean. And no, it's not okay. You're telling someone basically to respond out of fear because you indeed are fearful. You indeed would have no idea what it would be like traveling in your automobile, getting pulled over for no reason. You'd shit yourself. So don't go around talking to other people and telling them what to do. And it's not your place. It's fucked up that people have to worry about getting shot for no reason. It sucks. I wouldn't have the foggiest feeling what that's like. But if you live in our society, you can be paranoid enough and really get that simulated experience. Oh my god, they're after me. And it's another thing that's funny. Media does it a lot, especially movies and TV. More TV shows than movies, but movies do it too. They like to clown the vegans. They like to clown the conscious ones, and clown the people like to do yoga. And the New Age, make them sound real dumb. And a lot of that New Age is total baloney, and it's perpetuated by the other side of things, the bizarro world. The other point, speaking of New Age movement stuff like that, it's kind of stupid. It distorts people's perceptions. It kind of fucks with the natural order of things. Like thinking, I can't really think of any examples. Just thinking about some of the things I've read in these little articles online. And it's a fucked up sense of self, and it's holier than thou bullshit where people delude themselves with grandeur of being spiritually superior, which is it's kind of dumb. Because if you were so awesome at being so cool, like why would you make spirituality cool? Like don't adding to the pretense of everything else in our society. Hey, look at me, look at me. Look at my chakras, they're all balanced. I had a killer yoga session. Yeah, shut up, man. Just do that stuff and, great. It's not for everybody else to know. It's not for purposes of ostentation. These show-offs. That's one of the things that's so sick about our society. And a lot of those New Age teachers and all that stuff, they don't mention anything with history, the real nature of history, or law, anything like that. They don't talk about birthrights and nationality, and that is damaging in a parallel way to the way that black teachers keep on pushing black stuff. He's black, that's me, I'm pale. I'm a black guy. Once again. So everybody's talking about pro-black stuff. I'm kind of like, man, y'all are secretly cheering me on here. I appreciate that. It's good looking out. Connotative linguistics, colorable law. Keep on playing that game if you want to. I don't have to answer for it. I'm trying to break that cycle, starting with myself. So, man, but these European teachers and stuff, they had a lot of good shit, man. Don't get me wrong. I learned a lot. I think it's really neat that I admire, I guess this is the right word, studiousness. That a lot of, I don't have that. I got a bad attention span. It has to be incredibly interesting to me, and I have to really feel it to get into it, to study it. I guess that's because these days media's flooded with useless bullshit. We become desensitized to real knowledge because we have to sift through so much bullshit in our lives. Like just after a couple of years of never really looking at the paper, I'm going to visit my mother a good bit lately and looking at the paper. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna play a game called read the paper and not get pissed off. Can't do it. I can never win that game. It's kind of like watching Fox News. See if I could watch it for 5 minutes to see if I could get not get pissed off. I don't really get polarized so quickly like that. And it's not getting pissed off or offended. It's like, okay, they need to stop lying, stop that, just stop it. Because these fools are believing it. These fools are eating it right up like bacon, which gives you cancer. Like I said, it's about 94% of people still want to eat bacon, even though it's a known carcinogen. That sums it up. The European teachers leave that stuff out. If you want to call them teachers, public figures, fake gurus, life coaches. Yeah, that's some bullshit. I'll be your life coach. You're 25. Technically, your brain's not all the way developed, not until you're about 26. So, my life might be a total fucking wreck, but I'm not taking advice from anybody else on it. It's mine, not yours. Give somebody that kind of power over you. What should I do? Think about that shit. That's what you should do. Make friends. Maybe they can give you some advice. Or just listen to you. You need a life coach. Get out of here. Jamamby-pambies. Somebody wants their handheld face shit. And right. Junior. But yeah, the subversive racism. I don't know why those two things keep sticking out. I was never home to make a video. And I was like, man, you left out some shit. I was like, I know. I'm crazy. Yeah. But I see a lot of Islamophobic things. And they're from people that I thought were pretty open-minded. Now every religion has its crazy people, and its sects or branches or whatever, denominations, that are in stark contrast to the true nature of these creeds. It's no different than racism in a way to me, because everybody gets lumped into one category of, hey, yeah, well, all Muslims, they're bad, and they suppress women and they kill animals, and and rule with an iron fist, and they can't have alcohol and all that shit, whatever. Yeah, well, I'm sure it's in some parts, but look at what Christians do. In the name of God, get out of here. It's bad that that kind of racism is shoved down our throats to the media and just the general climate of things. It's so subtle we never realize until we've unplugged that cord from the back of our heads and stepped outside the matrix for a little while, how much it's seeped into the collective psyche. You get people excusing these policy enforcers. These are fucking lackeys. These guys don't have any authority. Stop giving them authority and call them officers. Chances are, if they pulled you over, they've already broken their oath to the Constitution they promised to uphold. There's no honor in that, so why would you just cede your permission, your consent away that way? That's stupid. If you didn't do anything wrong, you didn't do anything wrong. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up bad. Real bad. But when your mom and daddy's got money, and you've never been in trouble, never seen the back of a squad car, never sat in that back seat with no seatbelt and cuffs, thinking about what you're going to tell everyone, why you didn't show up to work. Until you're there, don't say a goddamn thing to anybody else. Say shit. The old ivory tower sitting in there. Shut up, Europeans. Y'all make me sick sometimes. I'm never ashamed of who I am, but sometimes make me a little bit ashamed. There's certain people will see me and think I might just be like the other ones. At the end of the day, I don't care. I know what it's all about. I know know who I am. I'm pretty secure in that. It's not my problem if you have a problem with me. A problem with what I say, you might have a problem with the truth. And it's none of my concern. If you don't get that, I mean, this is try to make it simple. But Europeans are lost. Black people are lost. We're all lost. We're all lost together. And if we all knew that, we might not be so lost anymore. I mean, everybody's gotten lost. Whatever car trip, whatever. Everybody's got mixed up on directions. I have. But it's always a lot more fun when you got a friend with you. And we have to do this together. There can't be any division and separation like that. That's how you get conquered. That's how you get into servitude, bondage. It's just it's a bit unnerving. Like for a few years now, I've had those Roddy Piper glasses on. And even you take them off, you can still see things. You can still see the robots. Still see the creatures posing as humans. hive mind, not thinking for themselves. And a lot of this division, separation could be eased if we got all upon some sort of a universal truth. It's not up to me to tell you what that is. Defeat the purpose. But if things are all in one accord, there should be no real point of disagreement. And I'm usually not so much black and white with shades of gray kind of person, kind of man. But I do know there are absolutes. There are undeniable truths. And we all have to learn those. Not just learn them, know the hows and whys. Know the journey and the destination. And you start seeing why things are going down the way they are. And at the same time, you'll also see what you were doing to stand in the way of that, what you were doing to disrupt progress, and what you can do to further progress. And it starts within. That's why there's so much conflict in the world now, is because we're always at war with ourselves. And until that war within is over, we're going to be stuck here. So when we have nothing more to overcome, we have no adversity to face, we haven't faced before, then that's when we achieve some sort of perfection and we have no more use here. Our job will be done. And it has to start for everyone. But some are doomed to repeat this existence. Some are doomed to be here again until they can complete their assignment and get that main idea, do their book reports, do the work and show it. And that's what we all have to do. I'm merely a student. I will be until I'm gone. I might teach a few here and there, but I only urge everyone to teach themselves. Follow that light within. That's what you gotta do, man. It's not gonna do itself. Also, recently, this guy, I won't say his name, if you want to call it a name, but I'm not used to getting hated on, especially blindly. I have to piss somebody off, like on a personal level, to deal with any kind of backlash of just getting blindly called names. I don't really care. I mean, been called worse, but it's one of those things like, dude's calling me a monkey and a devil. I thought it was kind of funny. I didn't know where he was coming from. He doesn't know me. I don't know him either. But he sucks. I mean, he's full of shit. But it was for that one little moment, I'm like, damn. And I know that black people allegedly can't be racist. It doesn't mean they can't be discriminatory or prejudiced. And for being a European, I would never say I know what it's like not being a European. I'm aware of the struggles. I'm aware of the problems that are faced. I don't have to face them. Personally, but when it affects people I love and have known for years, it affects me too. And for being who I am, I understand or overstand the best I can. I'll never put myself in the shoes of another totally. but I do care about that kind of stuff, and because it's not my world. It'll be lumped in all white people are the devil, all white people are apes. Like, okay, well, that's real mature. I know. I know, I know the story. And, there's some people who don't have 100% human DNA. Doesn't mean they're not human. It's not totally human. But you don't always have to be human to have humanity. To be humane. We all bleed generally the same color. Unless you're a Vulcan or a reptile creature from outer space. But kinda it's a bit unnerving because it kinda violates the first little bit of the whole peace, love, truth, freedom, justice thing, you know. You can't hate each other. You can't separate, because it sounds like some Roman bullshit. And those who want to do that, those people who don't want to have any European friends, go for it. Those Europeans who don't want to have any Asiatic friends, go for it. But you might be depriving yourself of a quality experience. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little diversification of association. So, I mean, I couldn't imagine what it would be like only having European friends. Kind of boring. It'd have to be really cool. They're not all cool. So, that would be a drag. I mean, we're all here together for a reason. And it's not to stand on the other side of the room staring at each other. Everybody can come out and dance together and have a good time. There's nothing wrong with that. But hey, once your heart's open to love and truth and all that follows, it's really hard to figure out why certain folks act the way they do. Because you can't unlearn that kind of growth. When you get past the mere nature of our vessels, these are just vessels. I mean, I could have been the darkest African in my last life. Might be a Japanese woman in the next life, who knows? But there's no sense in separating each other like that. We all have to get past that. It's kind of dumb. Everybody knows racism is wrong. Still want to do it. That's cool. Have your fun. Just leave me out of it. And keep your stupidity to yourself. Keep your discriminatory comments to yourself. Because Hulk Hogan is a racist. I just want everybody to remember that too. It wasn't too long ago he was dropping N-bombs. But you know, hey. Keep certain topics off of public digital waves, because most of us have moved past that. I think it's time you should too. You gotta stop eating your boogers and wet in bed. Grow up. Peace and love to all. Thanks for listening. Have a wonderful day.